It's a miracle, Doctor!
Yes, from the bowels of the internet I bring forth life.
Yes! Look, Doctor! It's doing something!
Yes, it is doing something. Yes, it is doing something witty with Doug and Tony.
Hello, everybody.
No.
This is Tony.
This is Doug.
And this is Doug. Hello, Doug.
Hi.
And you're listening to, as you heard the mad scientist say.
Wow. How did he even make that? But
I don't know. It's amazing. It was amazing. But it's Something Witty with Doug and Tony, and
yes,
it's our podcast here, and we're going to be talking about fun and interesting things and make you laugh and take your mind off other things. And you can listen to us and have a good time. And today, we're not going to be date specific, but
except for today, which
it's
March 15th.
It's March 15th, and that means
the Ides
what?
of March. The Ides of March.
The Ides of March.
Yes.
And
it's terrible if you're a Roman emperor. I'll say that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lucky for me then.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit. Tell our viewers, actually, because I don't really care. No, I do care. But no, tell our viewers what is the Ides, our listeners.
Our viewers, yes.
Our viewers who are viewing
staring
this
at
waveform.
Right.
They're staring at their computer screens. Or they're jogging.
iPod.
They're viewing something.
Screens.
You don't have your eyes closed. And if you do, you're still viewing something. So
right. It'd be terrible.
Wrap your mind around that. You think about that.
You know, I didn't know that there were toga runs. I'm just noticing this here.
There's a toga run?
In Rome, there are actual toga runs where Julius Caesar was killed. So, but anyway,
Wow.
the Ides of March.
Just let it go.
Yes.
You know?
Julius Caesar assassinated.
Yeah,
very terrible.
I think people would just kind of.
And he was told ahead of time, beware the Ides of March.
So explain that to me. I don't understand. See, like, if I know you're about to be assassinated, the last thing I'm going to come up to you and say is, Doug, beware the Ides of March, because that to me doesn't really bring the information to you that you need to know. Where you need to know that if you're going to get killed,
they're not going to say, "Hey, Tony, by the way, tomorrow, 3:00, some guy's going to come with a sword and he's going to stab you in the face." They're not going to tell you that. They're going to be, "Oh, tomorrow when the sun passes the third quadrant and the leaves fall from the trees in a pattern, reminiscent of Poseidon's journey, that you shall, prepare yourself for a battle of wits, and your mind must be, kind of
what
like
a jerk.
Bull stuff like that."
Who is this? Who's saying this now?
I believe it's some soothsayer. And if we can look here, just to double check ourselves. Yeah. Oh yeah, stabbed 23 times. It's gotta be terrible.
23 times.
23 times.
That's a bad leader.
What was he bad or?
Well, I don't know. I mean, someone obviously was doing something wrong. I mean, if he wasn't so bad, they could have just told him to leave.
That's true.
They didn't have to stab.
Hey, get out of here, you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Shakespeare. Shakespeare likes to have a lot of death, destruction, terrible things happen to his characters.
It's true.
It makes for a good play. It makes for good entertainment. It's entertainment.
Entertainment.
It's the show business.
I wouldn't know anything about it. Well, that's good to know. All right, so beware the Ides of March. That's the Ides of March. And so if you're gonna stab somebody 27 times in the back, today would be the day.
I guess, yeah.
If you want to really send a message.
Although you would be a copycat, so I wouldn't do it.
Everyone, you got to be original these days.
Right. That's the only way you'll get your 15 minutes.
That's right. Speaking of time, we've got about
plenty of it.
Plenty of it. But what we're gonna do now is, I guess we want to kind of keep it light, keep it fast, keep it moving.
So I know we mentioned at the beginning of the show, or at the top of the show, that we are going to be doing some fun things, entertaining things.
Yes.
Maybe we can. I mean, what exactly do you think we will be?
Well, we're going to bring back some radio plays.
Oh yeah, that'll be exciting.
We're going to be doing some radio plays.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Some really unlock the imagination, the vision, the third eye, if you will. And we're going to explore the creativity in your own mind through sound. So we're not going to talk about it's not like television where you're going to have to dress up characters. It's radio plays. And if you've never heard a radio play, I hope
fantastic,
to do it.
Yes.
I love it. I love them. I as someone who loves television and has produced television, I still love radio plays because you use your imagination, and as soon as you hear the sounds of a diner and two people sitting in a diner, you already know what they're wearing, what they look like, where they are, where they're sitting in the restaurant. You don't need a camera to tell you that. And not that there's anything wrong with movies and television, but radio plays are just, they died out after television came out, and they really shouldn't have. So I do like.
Well, there is a
those.
resurgence now, which is why we're also looking into them as a medium of choice. Especially with podcasting.
Well, we have the hipsters to thank for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, thank God for hipsters and PVR. We wouldn't have our radio plays coming back.
Well, the Ray-Ban things, you probably, not so much. Bringing those back.
Ray-Bans? No, I didn't need the neon sunglasses coming back.
But anyway.
But yeah, that's
don't bite the hand that feeds you, basically. So,
hey.
Whatever you want.
But that's basically what the show's about. It's going to be fun, entertaining things. It's going to be random sound effects and beeps happening because Doug and I are getting the show started off the ground.
That's right, and we're technological people, so gosh darn it, we're going to have technology in your face. If it's our cell phones going off, if it's text messages, maybe it's from you. We don't know.
It could be. You know what? Send us a text message.
We're going to make it extra challenging where if you can find the number to send us a text message, then we will actually read it on air for you.
You know what? Maybe not a text message, maybe an email.
And if you can find the email also, we will play it for you. We'll read it for you.
I don't have an email set up or anything yet.
That's the extra challenge. You'll have to think, okay, so this is a challenge for you. Think right now what our email address will be before Tony here creates it. Send your email to that.
Right.
And then when we get it, we'll read it on there.
That's ridiculous.
Quite.
So ridiculous, it just might work.
It won't work.
No. What we'll do is we'll get an email going, and you can send. You know what we're doing right now? We're building a clubhouse. Okay, we're building a tree house. All right, a clubhouse in a tree is what we're building.
No girls allowed.
No girls. Well, we'll let some girls in.
No girls definitely. We have female parts in these plays that need to be.
Yes, we're definitely
not just saying that we only want them for the parts.
No, we're not.
Saying.
We don't want.
They're nice human beings.
Women are not just. Parts.
I'm sounding misogynistic now.
You are.
Yes.
Everyone needs a good massage, though.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have these radio plays, and we're gonna have an email set up. But we're just starting out. We just hooked all this equipment up today. We're getting it going. We may or may not be in my living room doing this, but it's not important. The important thing to remember is that it's way too far to drive to the studio to record these professionally. It really is. I mean, how far away is West Palm Beach? It's really
It's
really
not even
far.
West Palm. It's North Lake.
North Lake Boulevard is way too far for me to do.
At least 45 minutes, I think, from here.
So,
but anyway,
that's kind of how it goes. So, what we're gonna do here is we're basically breaking up the show into 14-minute segments, and we're gonna have some commercials for you. We're gonna have some radio plays. We're gonna have some fun information for you. And what's some other tidbits? Some news.
I was gonna say, speaking of dates, there's a date coming up 2 days from now on the 17th. That would be St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
So
that's not it.
I don't know what you're doing
Irish accent at
for
all.
St. Patrick's Day.
I am going to lock my doors.
Really?
I am going to stay home. I may
That's
watch
right,
Leprechaun.
because
and I may watch Leprechaun 2. But
you love to declare St. Patrick's Day as amateur hour.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
Well, because
I have an inkling, but I want to know. From your voice to mine.
Yes, to my ears. Just between you and I, Doug. No one else in the room listening. Right. I really just think that every time St. Patrick's Day comes along, you get everybody going out and getting just hammered. And I don't know. I'm over the hammered stage of my life. You know, I mean, when I was 21, 22, it really stopped at 23. I never really got like obscenely drunk ever again. But I feel like that's what people do. I feel like people go out there and they just get wasted.
Well, that's the point. Now,
is it though? I mean,
for St. Patrick's, yes.
To get wasted.
Well, nowadays,
there's people out there that you know, they're just, I don't know. There shouldn't be that many people out there getting drunk.
No, it's true, which is why it's a very. I think it is the No, I'm sorry. I'm sounding like an idiot. I was going to say it's the second most.
We'll edit it out.
The second holiday. Oh my goodness. There's Thanksgiving, and then there's the Super Bowl.
Right.
I thought St. Patrick's Day was where the Super Bowl is in ranking of most food, alcohol consumed. I'm wrong. Because I just had that thought. I was going to say it, and I decided that I shouldn't.
Okay.
And now that I'm explaining it to you.
Sure.
Anyway, the green beer is really what it grinds my gears.
I hate it. Oh, I hate the green beer.
You're going to put food coloring into beer. First, I mean, it's terrible.
You know what I like? I wish there was like a library that served beer. That's really what I'm about. I'd like to just sit, read a book.
A beer brewery.
Drink a beer brewery?
a a bibliothèque if you were Spanish.
Works for me. Sounds good to me. I like all that.
So you want to read a book in a library with a beer.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like I don't like, and then when you go out, you go to name your Irish pub. Insert Irish pub name here. All right, and which there are plenty of great ones. And they're all
absolutely.
great, but they're just crowded. There's people there with like green hair. There's green beer. There's too much green food coloring. There's green necklaces, little green hats. I don't know. It's just not for me. But I'm not Irish, so maybe that's
Green
that's
beets.
It.
But to me,
the Irish culture's great.
Oh right, but you're not liking the whole Irish industrial complex, which I love to call it that.
Right, the Irish industrial complex.
Where it's the mass created. I mean, I saw a commercial yesterday for Party City, which I'm sure they're national. It's a party superstore. And they had a commercial where everyone was in green shirts, green skirts, sexy green leprechauns, sexy shamrocks, sexy whatever.
Yeah, everything I look at is going to be the world's going to be painted mint green until
right.
And
their commercial was all about getting your St. Patrick's Day supplies.
Right.
And you never see that for any other holiday except for maybe Halloween, 4th of July, which even then, if we start
it's
4th of July,
Valentine's Day, if not bigger.
Crazy.
In fact, I think Irish Day, St. Patrick's Day.
Or just call it Irish Day, because that's really what it's supposed to be. It's Irish Heritage Day.
Yeah, and
but
that's
it's devolved into let's have corned beef and cabbage, let's have Guinness, which, by the way, are fantastic things to drink and eat.
Yeah.
But for the sole, your sole purpose is to go out. I'm going to have 1,000 Guinnesses. I'm going to have a big thing of corned beef and cabbage, and sit there and drink in the parking lot of a bar that has loud thumping music. If you're going to do the corned beef and cabbage and you're going to do the beer, go to a pub, go to like a more traditional pub, have your corned beef and cabbage, have your Guinness, let there be a pub band there,
Right.
The violin, guitar, just pub people sitting there chilling out. And then by 11 o'clock, it's done because that's when pubs normally close. It's 11 o'clock. It's a family thing. You don't get drunk. You drink to have a good time, and it's not over the top.
Yeah,
which I feel like we do.
It gets to the point like last year, I was stuck in a bar because there was just too many people.
You couldn't escape? It was literally...
escape. I was trying to get out. There were fights.
Oh,
there
really?
There were police.
Nice.
There was...
Where was this? Or was it down here?
It was down here. And
okay.
It wasn't that bad, but it was like this is not fun anymore.
Right.
This is actually turning out to be a little dangerous.
It's devolved into a hooligan mess.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm all about like going out for a nice drive. I'm all about, going 70, 80 miles an hour, but like when you just like, let's go, and you just like slam on the gas and you're just like taking turns at 80 miles an hour and you're being reckless. That's not good. I sound like I'm a killjoy.
You are. What's gotten
All right,
into
why don't we do
you?
this? Why don't on St. Patrick's Day we'll just go out and we'll just get hammered and you know what happens? I think maybe I didn't drink enough last year. Maybe that's why I had a bad experience.
Well, how about okay. It might be your bad experience. I don't know.
I love it. I love going out. There's so many people. I think it just comes down to me hating people like in general, like more than like 5 people in a room, like fire code violation.
Yeah,
groups.
exactly. And you can't get in. The door is just. It's like there's a door of people after you open the regular door.
Yeah,
and you have to open them.
Why am I going in here?
And then there's another door. It's like the
Come
opening.
Come in and drink our beer. We put food coloring in it.
It's the opening of Get Smart, but out of people instead of doors. So it's very confusing.
Right. Well, as much fun as I'm sure everyone is having listening to us rant and complain about St. Patrick's Day. Well, me anyway. Maybe I'll change my tune this year. You'll just have to keep listening to our podcasts to find out. But
we'll have a post St. Patrick's Day analysis.
Yeah,
I have to know.
Let's you know what? Let's get some beers now.
Okay.
And we'll come right back to you fine people in just a moment.
He's an immortal vampire, living out his eternity as a cop in the big city. You gotta take a rest, man. You're working too hard.
I will rest when I'm dead, which is never.
He's out for blood and revenge.
Freeze, dirtbag. You have the right to remain silent and succulent.
Tune in tonight to catch the stunning conclusion of the 4-part miniseries, Copula. Don't do it, Copula. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Bloodbath, you say?
Copula. Tonight at 8 on the CW.
All right, everybody.
Hello.
And we're back.
Fantastic. I am stuffed to the brim. with beer and food.
I'm pretty
It was a good break.
inebriated. It was a good break. We had a
It seemed
delicious
really short,
lunch.
but
It was short. It was short. Man, Copula is just an outstanding show. I've got to tell you, I can't. Did we run what commercial did we run? Did we run the Copula promo? I think they're doing their final.
No, he's showing me. No, oh, the last. Yeah, the last one. Okay. It was the second one.
Our booth, our board operator, Mickey. He's kind of a dumbass.
Yeah,
not
kind of.
Mickey, can you give me a clear signal?
Yeah,
Did you run?
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
Did you run the Copula? Copula. What commercial did you run?
The one we just did. I think it was the one,
right.
the second one,
the
first one, the
him.
second one.
I hate him. Okay. Yeah. I know you can hear me. I hate you.
He just gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, new board operator. Thumbs up. Sorry, I fucked up again, boss. Yeah, I know. All right.
But you DVR'd the first 3. You still have them, right?
I love that show. Yeah, I'm not missing an episode.
I watched the first.
I've got
part,
the DVR. I got the
4
VCR
times.
backup.
Great show.
It's just, you know what? It's something.
Copula.
It's well written.
Yeah, surprisingly for a CW show. Normally you go to the CW and you just go, oh, well, it's just a CW, whatever. But this One Tree Hill? Yeah, no hills, no trees. I don't understand it.
Yeah. No, I think we've made our point. You jingling over there?
It's not me. It's the board
Mickey,
operator.
are you making noise?
Mickey's making
We're only trying to do a radio show.
It's all right.
Biting his fingernails as always. We're pretty much running out of time for today's podcast.
Yeah, we want to make it so that you'll actually listen to us again. So we don't want to just ramble on.
We really
like
do.
A bunch of morons.
Yeah, we want to give you some really good information, give you some fun and entertaining things to listen to, and I think we've done that today.
I hope so.
I think we put in a good solid day's work.
Yes.
A good solid
looking at
3
my watch,
hours worth of a day's work, and that's as much of a day as you can really get, because you start in the morning, got to have your breakfast, you got to have your coffee. By then it's 11.
Right, and then you get to work
lunch.
a little bit. Oh, I gotta stop for lunch. And after that, you go, it's time for snack, maybe some tea. After that, I'll do rush hour. You just can't work during rush hour either.
No, you can't. Everyone's
just
rushing
that
around.
Time, exactly.
It's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, an hour of real solid work. The rest of the time is really meant for Facebook. Oh, I want to talk real quick.
And
I went to Starbucks the other day.
Yes.
How many people go to Starbucks and actually get any work done? I mean, everyone just goes there, they open up their laptop, and then it's Facebook for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've tried, or they just have a screen open that has some kind of text.
I actually went to Starbucks and I got work done.
Really?
I did spend about an hour Facebooking.
But see, the thing with Starbucks though that you can get is they have their coffee refills. I think that's if you go there to do work, you can actually go there, do work. You get your coffee, you get your refill for like 50 cents.
We gotta go to Starbucks.
Do you want to do the next one at Starbucks?
Our next podcast
is that too much to ask? Is that?
I don't know. That's kind of pretentious, isn't
it?
Do
you think it's pretentious to have a podcast?
I think it'd be awesome. No, you know what? I think it would be awesome.
What about, in the comments then, put down if you think that we should go to Starbucks.
Right. I'd like to know, do you guys think we should do our next podcast from Starbucks? We could interview people in Starbucks.
That's right.
That would be interesting.
It would be very interesting.
So I'd love to just interview. Wouldn't you? Yeah. Would you like it if Doug and I would go out on the street, interview random strangers? That's question number 1. Question number 2 would be, do we do a podcast from Starbucks interviewing people?
Now it's sounding like school. Multiple questions. I'm confused at this point.
You tell us what you want, okay? Because we are way too lazy to come up with ideas on our own.
Damn it.
I mean, we want to hear from the viewers. It's a social media thing, and you know what social media means? It means you do the work, okay?
Right. Yeah,
you do the work. We're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a great time.
So
I'm excited. I'm a little drunk.
Most of it. What?
I'm feeling a little better about Irish Day.
Yes.
I am feeling better about it. I think this year we're just going to have to do it. We're just going to have to do it right. And celebrate St. Patrick and all of his snake-scaring glory.
That's right.
Like
corning some beef.
A little history.
Boiling. Oh, yeah.
A little history. I owe that to Rebecca. Rebecca's the one who
good for her. Good for her.
Told me about that. But she kind of is a walking dictionary of golf clap for Rebecca.
Stop sounding like golf clapping after a while.
Golf clap. Yeah. Golf
Great.
flap. Golf fap.
Golf fapping.
Golf fapping?
That's terrible.
Oh, man.
Night putting. Putting at night.
Night putting.
The daughter of the dean.
Well,
Shall we?
that's pretty much sums up our show.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for about 20 minutes of great talk radio and 30 seconds of extreme awkwardness.
That's right. Well, I'm
That's how
Doug.
we like to do it. And I'm Tony.
And this was Something Witty with Doug and Tony.
And we thank you very much, and we will see you next time.